I'm never, ever gonna forget that. What up? It's Smooth, y'all. Miss Uncut. Join me on YouTube. I gotta get my other social media platforms going to time. Join me on YouTube at Miss Uncut. SMOOV Smooth or MMC. So yeah, Johnny, this shit is crazy. I will never forget that ever in my entire life. She said, nigga, ER. I wasn't speaking to your brown face anyway. I was like, I froze. I was like, I said, what? Like, it was like a mixture of shit going on. No, she say what she thinks. She said, I couldn't find whatever blackout inside of my mind. I was like, yo, I said, this is not going to be good because I don't think the others, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you have the angel and the, you know how what people say, said my heart doesn't want to see you again. Oh, what happened, Century? What's going on? What the fuck going on with you? What is going, yo? I'm catching the end of this shit. What the fuck happened? Yo, Johnny, you know what happened? Century, what's going on? My heart doesn't want to see you. What? What you mean? What are you talking about? Century, what happened? What did I do to you? What did I do? Tell my story? What the fuck? Oh my God. So I don't know. This shit, it was like yesterday, like before. So Johnny is laughing. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck Johnny laughing at. He said, I like you. My heart likes you. That's why I like to see you. So make sure you join my live and you throw some gifts in my live too. Like, what you think this is? Like, what up, T-Rizzy? What do you think this is? You play too much, Century. You going drama my ass right now. I'm about to go drama queen on your ass. Stop playing. Like, you going full blown drama king on me. Like, that's how you doing it? That's how you trying to mac on my live and shit like that. You know I don't like, you don't macking on my live. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to be a host. I'm trying to show some type of hospitality. You know, I'm trying to show some hospitality right now. Nah, I know it's hospitality, but I gotta say hospitality. Cause Century 21 over here Century 21, Century 100 playing. Listen, you wanna listen to my goddamn story, damn it. So this is what happened. My heart wants to fly to you if you are on me. Aw, that's cute. Thank you so much. You could DM me, cause the story, Century. This is not about you. I'm telling my story. Shit. The fuck. So this is what happened. The fact. So after that factor, like me going inside of my head, oh, I see a shoe flying towards me. I duck that shit. I'm like, you ain't catching. I ain't the one that says it. The other girl, she slides. She like, yo, I'm not here because I already know. Like, she was like, yo, I'm not here for it. She goes, I guess she goes to the stall and shit like that. And she goes to the bathroom. The other girl, she mad cool. The one that threw her shoe, she was like fuck, da 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 da. So I think they start fighting or some shit. And there's another girl there, right? So all in the bathroom while all of this shit is happening, right, y'all? All of this shit is happening. So while I'm standing there, I'm stuck. I'm like, look, I'm like, yo, first thing that started coming to my head, like, yo, first is my blood. It's like me having this discussion with myself, and I'm like, yo, should I go fucking hit this bitch? Like I don't know, like, should I go and like light her ass? Like, cause she really deserve it at this time. I'm like, yo, but all of my shit is inside the locker. Like, and what are they going to do? Yo, I swear to God, and all this shit all at once. And I'm like, yo, like, should I fucking like, because she just said some wild crazy shit, and we all up in the fucking bathroom. And like usually in situations like these, I usually like Johnny, I was like, yo, like this bitch head is about to go into the fucking toilet. Like, and this is how I usually respond to shit, but I feel like crossroads. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm meeting myself at the crossroads. Yeah, my blackout is just like, my blackout ain't there. That motherfucker, I think this motherfucker was, I don't think it actually heard what was going on. Like, yo, listen, I think at that time I actually told my blackout, like, listen, we want to chill. We got this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't got nothing but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just going to the bathroom. We gonna go in, we in and out. Only time, you know what I'm saying? We ain't really got nothing to worry about until I, you know what I'm saying? That's where all the drama begins. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when you gotta really worry about something. That's when, what the fuck is this? That's when we really have to worry about okay. That works. So, okay. So this is when all of this shit is going on, and they over there, they screaming, yelling, they fighting and shit like that. Finally got the girl out the door, outside of the bathroom and shit, right? So everybody's scrambling, going out which way, going about to fight her or whatever. Right? We're outside, like outside of the fucking bathroom now. You know what I'm saying? Where the cameras are at, because obviously it better not be no cameras in that motherfucking bathroom, right? Because that's unlawful surveillance. On top of that, that's peeping Tom shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been dealing with peeping Tom shit for practically my life. Unfortunately, no, well, almost my whole entire life and stuff, right? So the crazy. What the fuck? I just seen this shit. So the crazy thing about it, I know I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm trying to find some. I know Johnny was gonna say like, yo, listen, you gotta finish fucking story. So when we finally got outside of the bathroom and everything like that, and like inside is now mind you, this is in Chinatown, y'all. This, like, of course, right? In Chinatown. Of course it's happening in Chinatown, right? Out here in New York City. You know what I'm saying? Because I know in certain places that's just what the fuck it is. So so the crazy thing about it is when we finally got to this, like, it's a big ass hallway where all the rooms are and things like that, and each of different rooms, right? So when we finally get over there, whatever, so I feel like that something tapped into me, and it was just like, nah, ask her what she meant by that, because it's supposed to be for all of us. Like, this is not for one person. This is for all of us. How we being mistreated right now, because only been in, mind you, only been inside at that point in time, only been inside of that shelter for maybe like a good 2 weeks or something like I was just like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, only thing that I didn't like the bathroom, and I didn't like how, you know what I'm saying, like things were set up when it was hot. Like, I was just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, yo, why is it so fucking hot in here? Like, what are y'all doing? Like, that's what type of time I was on. Right? So it was just like, even though we was in fight mode, I have a tendency of doing, like, you know what I'm saying, at the wrong time. I'll do shit at the wrong time sometimes. This is like, you know, just like, yo, like, I was like, yo, is that like, that was meant for me? And I'm pretty much just like, yo, what was that about? Like, you meant that for me? It's like, she was just like, once she said, I don't remember exactly what the fuck I asked her, but once she said, yeah, Johnny, yo, once she said, she was just like, she turned, she had the face on, and I already knew what it was. And you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I know she hit me, but she said some shit and I just banged her, and I just like, I did bang her because, you know, first and shit like that, and she did insult me. You know what I'm saying? She insulted me and shit. You know, I felt the way about that. Really, you know, I felt the way. You shouldn't make me feel a certain type of way. Like, it's that. You know, so, you know, like, like, I'm just saying, like, why would you want to make me feel that way? You know what I'm saying? I didn't do anything to her. So, I did. And, you know, like, yo, Johnny. So I was just like, you know, like, we just started fighting and shit like that. I got in the fucking headlock. I did get in the headlock, y'all. And then we all started, you know what I'm saying, started fighting. But for some reason, somebody else, like, for somebody else, they came, oh no, homegirl came for me. She came and stopped me out of everybody else. I finally got on the wall and I trapped her, and that's when I was really gonna do her some damage. But I didn't get the opportunity to damage her as much because obviously she's just like, no, don't do it. And I was just like, why though? Just like, why? Like, because she was blocking me. So, like, imagine somebody you throwing punches and they there to block it. It was like one of those, like, word, like, I can't get my lick back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I did get my lick back. I did get my lick. It was like, yo, why you protecting her? You know she said some bullshit. Now she want to fight. If she want to fight all of us, she shouldn't have said what she said. You know what I'm saying? Let her go. So, mind you, that was the first. Now, mind you, that was the first, right? Now that stopped because she was like, yo, the fucking guards is coming upstairs. Like, security is coming upstairs. So I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a legit excuse. All right, I'll stop. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll stop and shit like that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll plead my case or whatever, even though I'm not in court. Yeah. So when the guards came, it was 3 of them. It was females. It was 2 females and a guy that, this is what I was supposed to be looking up for y'all. His physique was like this. What am I doing? Excuse me, y'all. I think he might have had a physique like a I don't want to say like a basketball player, but it was kind of, because, you know, you could tell that he was working out and shit. His physique was not okay. I want y'all, okay, so I'm a hold on. I'm gonna cover his face because the guy, his that. So you can see he was pretty ripped, right? He was pretty ripped. He, you know, like, he got muscles and stuff like that. And I know that don't mean anything all the time. It doesn't mean anything, like, you know what I'm saying? So he was pretty much cut up and he was pretty much ripped. Like I said, if you don't see it, I'm gonna show it to y'all again. Okay, y'all get the idea of what I was fighting against, right? So the guy was cut up like that. His physique, or the guy that's in the background of what this guy looks like. Look in the back. Okay, look in the background, right? You see the guy in the red and black and white. So he had a physique like that, right? So with that physique, because you can see it through his, like, you can see his cuts in his arm. So I already knew what I was dealing with and shit like that. So the guy says, so he goes and says to me, he's like, I pretty much told him before he even touched me. Before he touched me, I was just like, you know, I said, don't touch me. I said, don't touch me, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I'll go and I'll tell you the whole story, you know what I'm saying? I was just, don't touch me. That's all he had to do, not touch me. That's all he not touch me. I said, don't touch me. Yeah, like, I wasn't fighting with them. I was fighting with her. But I'm not gonna sit up there and try to fight with him and fight with the other two guards for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, they are not the ones that actually said what she said. So I'm like, why the fuck are you fighting against me? And I'm not blaming this shit. I'm not blaming that on him. What she actually said, I'm not blaming that on them. I was happily to sit there and, you know what I'm saying, like, explain what the fuck happened. So they didn't even give me the opportunity. Matter of fact, he didn't give me the, because I guess he was supposed to be like the head peace officer at that time. Matter of fact, he wasn't security. He was the actual peace officer. Yeah, Johnny. He was the actual peace officer, right? Peace officer, whatever. Right? So when he goes, like, when we stopped fighting and shit like that, because the other girls, you know, they was off, like, I didn't really, because I was still dead. I still had my eyes dead set on her. So I didn't get the chance to really run. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't run anything like that. So I was just like, fuck it. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in front of the office. Like, at that time, this is 2019, y'all. This is 2019 story. This is a 2019 story of mine, right? And then I'm just telling you how I actually caught this injury. So, as we're going, and I'm telling, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in front of this, I'm in front of the worker's door, right? So he's like, yeah, I'll handle it. I was like, what? I was like, he'll handle it? Like, what does he mean? I didn't know what he meant by, he was like, yeah. He was like, I guess he was telling the other people, you know what I'm saying, that his other co-workers or colleagues or whatever, he's like, yeah, I'll handle it. Excuse me. Like, what do you mean you'll handle it? What are you talking about? Fuck around. He starts coming towards me because I already told him, I said, yo, don't touch me. He backs me into the actual office that I was standing in front of. So the, you know, the door opens and shit like that. So mind you, 3 of them are on. Now that you see the physique, now the 2 female peace officers, the way that they look, they was like, remember, oh, I got you. Remember the movie Next Friday? I know y'all remember the movie Next Friday, right? Movie Next Friday. Now, go back to the movie Next Friday. Remember the uncle's wife, the one that flirted with Craig? Now, if you could remember how she looked, like, meaning her body type, that's how they body type. It was like that. Like, they wasn't fat. They was cool too at the same time, but he was the one that was making a problem. So that's the reason why I wasn't too much on them, because he was making a problem on it. He was making it what it really was. He was over exaggerating the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, he blew shit out of fucking proportion. For real. So remember those body types. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I showed you already, like that. He was cut up like that, and their body was like the lady from Friday After Next. Was it Next Friday? I'm sorry. The uncle's wife. The freaky wife. Well, I mean, everybody's freaky. But the one that really wanted to sleep with his nephew, with Craig, right? Like, both of their body types are like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's nothing wrong with that, because that shit is eat and all that. You know what I'm saying? Men and women love shit like that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's not an argument. I don't body shame anything. You like the way you look, that's just what the fuck it is. You know what you could get. You know what I'm saying? So you know what you attract and things like that. Nature, it's a beautiful thing. That's how I see it. So now, like, fucking room, mind you, I didn't even know it was a worker in it until after they put it like that, right? So on the in between of them trying to get the cuffs on me, this is the part right here, and he was just like yeah, started fucking trying to rough me up. And I was like, this motherfucker really trying to, like, So now, mind you, I'm like, yeah, get me. Like, I'm pulling away from, I'm like, get the fuck now, mind you. I got two of them, two of the feet. They're on this side, they on this arm. He got one arm and he still couldn't get me while both of them on. So I'm managing them. I'm managing him on my left while I'm managing him on my right. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I keep slipping out and slipping. He just, yo, this motherfucker, why I can't get her? So, you know, I started like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can't get me. Yeah, like, you can't get me. Yeah, you can't get me. Like, you can't get my arm. Fuck out of here. Get off me, right? So he like, yo, he started getting mad. You can see it in his face. So his motherfucker, he tried to put me in a chokehold. So now I'm like, that motherfucker was mad as fuck. He couldn't get me. I was like, yeah, like, fuck is you doing? Fuck over me, right? So he like, yo, I'm gonna get this girl. Fuck this shit. Yo, he puts me in a fucking chokehold and shit, right? So I said like this. Now, you know I'm not right sometimes, you know, especially with somebody trying to kill you, you're not going to try to be right. He tried to George Floyd me, y'all. So he tried to George Floyd me. Motherfucker put me in a chokehold and shit like that. So I had enough and shit, right? So as he's trying to do it, I turned my head. I said, and this, mind you, I think this is maybe like 2 or 3 months after George Floyd, I think it's like after they killed him or some shit like that. Yeah, so he puts me in his headlock and I turn my head. I had enough space to turn my head within his lock because I'm ready to get out of that shit. Mind you, remember, I still got 2 of them on the side of me. And still pulling on my shit while he's sitting over and he got me in a lock. So I smile at him, right? So like I said, I got enough space to look at him in the eyes. It's like, yo, I said, so you sure you want to kill me? I start smiling and shit. I swear to God, to everything I love. I said like this. I said, yo, you sure you want to? This his elbow. I said, yo, you sure you would have killed me like this? You should have seen his whole face. His whole face changed. This motherfucker with this fucking girl. Like, yo, like, you know when you get mad at your kids? Like, you know, yeah, nah. It is like when you get mad at your kids and they destroy some real shit that you love. You know what I'm saying? Be it if it's a paint and a picture or some crazy wicked table or some crazy wild shit. And you be like, yo, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. Like, yo, like, you know, you just be like, yo, you want to kill these motherfuckers like in the house? Like, but it felt like that. But at the same time, it felt like, yo, motherfucker, I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna kill you. Da da da. So I was like, yeah. I said, yo, you sure you want to? I said, you sure you want to kill me? Like you want to kill me and shit like that? That motherfucker face so quick. And he was like, he put it down, right? So he put his fucking arm down. I ain't never gonna forget that shit. I'm telling you, that shit was like yesterday. Cause you're gonna remember when somebody actually put you in a fucking chokehold, George Floyd and shit like that. You're gonna remember shit like that. You can't forget things like that. Like there's no way. There's no way in the fucking world. So while I'm sitting over here and I'm smiling, I was like, in this moment, while you're sitting up there, you're teasing a person and shit. Yeah, exactly. Like, yo, this motherfucker, mind you, I'm in my head, I'm like, yo, this motherfucker might kill me. I said that shit. I'm like, yo, but I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I might have a chance, but I do have, now I'm still going back to the ladies, to the 2 ladies that I got on this arm while I'm dealing with, and he tried to put me in a chokehold. So mind you, I'm paying attention to that, these 2, my feet, you know what I'm saying? Because in a situation like that, you gotta really pay attention to your feet when somebody got you on a lock and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when you just set up there and you popped your shit, you like, yo, just make sure this motherfucker don't get you on the ground. Make sure he don't get that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up a lot of, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers, especially like I grew up in the hood. Y'all gotta stay in the PJs in the hood, all that shit, and nothing around but boys. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers used to always try to put me in situations. They used to do shit to me, and I just had to learn from shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to learn a lot of lock systems. So, like, why guys always want to fight me or they want to teach me some shit, right? I think that's how Black Tiger got off with his shit, right? So the crazy thing, yo, it's snowing nice out here. You know I love the snow. So, so I'm like, yo, as long as I don't lose my foot and mind you, I ain't have no good track on my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I had sneakers on or some shit like that at that time. So I'm like, yo, I gotta catch my feet. Remembering at this time, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't forget shit like that. So I'm like, yo, I can't lose my feet. If I lose my feet, I'll lose. That's how I think of it. You know what I'm saying? Once you hit the ground, because then that's gonna give him, you know what I'm saying, fear. I'll try to do some shit once you get on the ground, because I don't know if he's the type to sit up there and kick me while I'm on the ground, or trying to do some crazy wow to me while I'm on the ground. So I'm like, yo, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yeah, like, even though these two are on his arm and I got him, but I can't lose my foot and shit like that. And he's trying to pull, he's just like, yo. So while I'm doing all of this and I'm trying to get my feet, I'm trying to stay at every fucking limb and all of that shit. So he finally, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's only enough room in the first place. The room is mad small. It's small as fuck. So it's not really no place to go. I'm pushing my feet, you know what I'm saying? I'm pushing myself back with my feet because, you know what I'm saying? So my face don't hit the fucking wall. So now I'm like, I'm pushing back and shit, and he finally, like, after I don't know how many attempts, he tried to get my fucking arm behind my back and shit like that. And he was like, yo, he said, yo, 2 cups. He was like, yo, get 2 cups. I was like, yo, this motherfucker. I was like, yo, 2 cups. I was like, yo, you heard mom, this down the third, or whatever. And he was just, I think he was like, yo, nah, fuck that. And I was like, where are you trying to break my arm? You trying to fuck, like, yo, I said, yo, cause you got my arm. He had my arm all the way up here. So he's already tearing my shit. Mind you, your arm up so far, but he's pulling it all the way up to, like, nobody arm stretch up to all the way up to their own fucking shoulders. So imagine your shit is over, either it's broken already or it's torn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, I'm like, this motherfucker. I was like, yo, sis, you know what I'm saying? Sis, you want shit the fuck up? I said, yo, matter of fact, I said, yo, let me help you. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, let me fucking help you, fucking dickhead. I said, yo. So I was just like, start pulling up. Homegirl in the background. When we finally exit out, because he finally, you know what I'm saying, they finally got 2 cups on me. Like, they needed 2, what do you call that shit? Cups. And use 1 set of cups. They use 2 sets of cuffs on me and shit like that. Because, you know what I'm saying, like, you know the long shits, the ones that you put on your feet, you put on your arms, you know what I'm saying, like, and the ones that you connect. So they put both of them shits on both. I guess, you know what I'm saying, they figure I was kind of nice. So, like, they're like, you know what I'm saying, like, they thought I was kind of nice with it. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it, so that shit was, you know what I'm saying, like, when we get out the fucking office and shit like that, I'm like, yo, I said, word, like, you trying to break my shit? I said, yo, matter of fact, I said, yo, let me fucking help you, fucking asshole. So I'm cursing going out, like, while they got me in handcuffs and shit like that. My whole back, she's like, no, don't break her arm. Don't break her. Like, yo, man, like, that's not gonna help anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Help me, help myself. Yo, y'all niggas in the fucking, y'all motherfuckers is in the back and shit. Y'all talking about don't break her arm. I'm like, yo, let me fucking help you real quick. So he shit hurt, but I was like, yo, I don't give a fuck. You already fucked my shit up. You already got my arm twisted all the way up to here. Mind you, my feet is lift. You know when your feet lift up off the ground and shit? That's how you know when somebody got you. That's how you know that your shit is tearing. When your feet, when you trying to catch up to your limb, to your arm or your lip and somebody's trying to pull all the way up on your arm and shit, and you're like, yo, that shit hurt. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you doing that shit on purpose, and you gotta really tippy toe, like you tippy toeing, like you levitate, like you trying to make sure that your shit don't break the fuck off. Yeah, Johnny. Yeah. That's what type of time that motherfucker was on. That motherfucker was on that type of time. So I was like, yo, I said, yo, fuck that shit. I said, yo, even though fuck that. It's like, yo, all right, so bet. I said, yo, matter of fact, I said, let me fucking help you, fucking asshole. So once we get to the staircase, I was like, yo, once we get to the staircase, I already had you. It's like, yo, I got a fucking idea, you fucking asshole. So I'm going to the fucking staircase. He see me leaning. He's like, yo, what is she doing? Like, me leaning on the fucking, he had my, ain't nobody could catch me. I could break my neck. If I break my neck, oh fucking well. I'm going hardcore, like, fuck you, I don't care. Like, now that you know what I'm saying, you try to break my shoulder on top of it, okay, so now you gonna break my arm? We on top of the stairs. Now we playing chicken. Now we, you know what I'm saying, now we playing, we losing a fucking life over here. That's what we're doing. My shit is him, both of y'all. My job, both hands is handcuffed behind my back. I'm leaning forward. Like if he let go, that's my face and my neck. I break my neck, that's my ass. I break my face, I break, you know what I'm saying? Like, break my shit. You're already breaking my shoulder. Maybe you ask me like, yo, you not scared? Like, you know, like, being like the type of person that even my sister said it. She was like, yo, you don't seem like the type of person that would get a tattoo on your face. I said, yo, this is all cosmetic. You can make your own shit. That's what they made makeup for. You understand? But what he was trying to take away from me is deeper than what showing to me right now. That's how I see it. Like, he felt some type of way. And this is what type of guys that usually attract and joy to me. It's like, yo, I'm gonna make sure that, you know, like, I'll dumb her shit down and this, down, like, yo, I don't even know you. Like, why do you feel that way towards me in the first place? You only feel something about me is exactly what you feel. Excuse me. Yeah, like, that's how it usually goes. Yeah, that shit is crazy, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he felt for me is a deep part of him is the way he feel about himself. Like, I have some type of similarities or some shit like that when it comes down to it. And that's just what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no reason. He's a man. So what made him actually feel that way towards me, where he felt like that he need to break my arm because, you know what I'm saying, I got in a fight with, you know what I'm saying, one of the girls there because she said some crazy racist, prejudice shit. Like, who the fuck says shit like that in the first place? Like, who the fuck? So I was just like, all right, bet. So my face ain't like, I can heal that shit the fuck up. That's not a problem for me. I don't care about none of this shit. Trust me. My fucking limb, that shit'll grow back. It might take me some time to fucking grow back. That means nothing to me. The face, now you're gonna be ugly. Don't give a fuck. What you trying to take from me is something deeper than what the fuck, you know what I'm saying, my face can contain. You know what I'm saying? My dignity, my integrity, my pride, all of that shit all in one. And he was trying, like, I'm not supposed to feel the way that I feel. Like, for real? Nah, I got something for you though. I got something for you. Like, yeah, like, he was surprised that I was sitting, I'm leaning like, oh, that don't mean nothing. No, that doesn't mean nothing. That don't mean shit. That shit is crazy. And I'm so mad because on top of that, it's like, yo, I don't know. I'm lying. I've met guys that hit on women and shit like that, but not, you know what I'm saying, like, not work on a job and want to actually, you know what I'm saying, abuse them and things like that nature. But most of the guys, most guys, especially when it come down to black dudes and stuff like that, they wouldn't even, like, the ones that I know, they really wouldn't attempt to try to hit on women and stuff like that. That's just not how they, you know what I'm saying, like, that's just not how they move. That's just not how they get down and things like that. You know, like, they know how to a situation And I was just surprised that he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just, that shit was crazy, y'all. Yo, join me on YouTube at Miss Uncut, SMOOV, or you could put the MMC, because I don't know how that shit is popping up on,